Hello, and welcome to Pisces Moon Astrology. I'm your astrologer, Kate Leonard, and I'm excited to explore the stars with you. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the blue moon of May 31st. I'm going to be telling you what it's good for, what kind of energy it brings, and I'll do a quick sign by sign. But first, we are on episode 98. Okay, this is surreal to me. I know I keep saying that, but the closer we get to 100, the more surreal it gets. I want to thank everyone who's been sharing the podcast on social media. You guys, you are doing for the podcast what I can't do, and I am just so grateful. I also want to thank all of my existing clients who have been contacting me and letting me know about the accuracy of past readings. Like, you said X was going to happen on this particular date, and oh my gosh, it absolutely did. I really love hearing that. It validates my work. It validates what I've dedicated my life to. And so I'm so grateful that you take the time and reach out to me and let me know when things are playing out kind of the way we discussed in sessions. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, the special is still on. If you want to get in on it, all you have to do is post the podcast to your social media. Take a screenshot or whatever, because you can't tag me. I'm not really on social media anymore. Go to my website, piscesmoonastrology.com. The link is down in the show notes. And click on contact. That'll take you to my email, and you can just paste the screenshot. Let me know what service you want, and you get 10% off. And that's on even my bigger, more expensive services like medical astrology, astrocartography, synergy, all of that kind of stuff. You get 10% off whatever you want to do. So please share the podcast on your social media. I would be super grateful. And now I just want to get into it, okay? Because this blue moon is something really special. Again, this is happening on May 31st in the sign of Sagittarius. What's a blue moon? There are multiple definitions, and that's why there's a lot of confusion around them. But the definition we're using is it's 2 full moons in the same calendar month. Normally in a month, we get a new moon and a full moon. This month started with a full moon. We had our new moon, and we're getting another full moon. So it's kind of a supercharged full moon in some ways. It's a kind of portal that takes us outside of our normal time, right? Like, this is the moon that shouldn't be. It's a kind of extra that is in a different realm. So this is an incredible time to really do any kind of astral travel work you want to do any kind of psychic development, set intentions around spirit contact, any of that stuff that exists in liminal space. This is a really good time for that. But it's also a time, because a blue moon is, it's a spotlight. The moon is full. It is a spotlight. So this is time to really step inside, go inside, and find parts of yourself that you want to bring into the light. Claim the parts of yourself that you've hidden, or that you've accepted other people's ideas that you should be ashamed of certain things, or not be so big or so loud or so outside the box, tone yourself down, all of those kind of messages. This is the time to really commit to letting go of those. So some people see full moons as culminations. Let go of the things that hold you back from being your true, authentic self. Bring those parts of yourself that have been buried for whatever reason into the light and become more authentically who you are, right? This is also a time, because the moon is supercharged, to amplify things. So anything that you want to make bigger, any goal that you have that is big, not some little flimsy, oh, it'd be nice if, I walked an extra 5 steps a day. No, I know that's ridiculous, but I can't think of what a flimsy goal is, but you'll know it, right? I'm not talking about those things that you're not completely sure of, you're kind of half-hearted about them. No, those goals that you are committed to, that you really want to channel this magical light into and energize. This is a time to be working on those kinds of intentions. So it is big, big, big. Whatever you would use a full moon for, you can also think of this as just a bigger, more exciting, more amplified full moon. But it's especially good for bringing that stuff to the surface. Sometimes also, I didn't mention, that stuff, that digging deep into your truest self and bringing stuff to the surface, sometimes it's so it can shine, and sometimes it's so we can release it, because full moons can be about release, as I already said. So this is really about bringing stuff up to claim or release so that you can be a more complete and awesome you. I love it. It's a lot. It's a lot. Sagittarius also is the seer, the visionary. So think of this as helping you map out your goals, right? Like, I know I want to do I have had a lot of people contacting me recently because they, quote, feel that they're in a career transition, but they don't really know where they're going. This blue moon will help you. Meditate. If you do tarot and other kinds of divination, use those. Light a candle. Just ask your guides or your ancestors or the angels around you, whatever your belief system has available. Contact those beings and ask for that guidance, because this is that kind of energy. You will find a kind of clarity, but I'm talking big visions. This is a big moon, an important moon, and Sagittarius is the archer. So what do you really want to be when you grow up, right? What do you want to be in 5 years? What is the plan? And this moon is going to help you identify it, clarify it, set your intentions around it. It's big, y'all. It's super big. So let's get into the sign by sign, because I think that'll make it more useful. Okay, so as always, let me remind you, I've been forgetting to remind you, I think. Let me remind you that you should listen for your rising sign. I don't care what anybody tells you. We are our rising sign. Listen to your rising sign. If you don't know it, if you're born during the day, listen to your sun sign. If you're born at night, listen to your moon sign. If you want the most comprehensive information, listen to all three. That'll give you even more, because, we are our rising sign, but the luminaries, the sun and the moon, especially during a full moon, sun and moon, yeah. Listen to them all to get the most comprehensive idea of how this energy is going to be impacting you specifically, and areas of life where you can work with it really effectively. All right, so Aries, this is hitting you in your 9th house. That is higher education, spirituality, long distance travel. And Sagittarius especially loves that long distance travel bit. Anyway, this is a good time to have breakthroughs, set plans, set intentions around any kind of educational goals you have. You want to go be a digital nomad and live on your Venus line, contact me for an astrocartography reading. But yes, this is a good time to do that kind of stuff. But also, this is a very portal kind of moon. And this is the house of spirituality. So spiritual breakthroughs and all of that kind of stuff. Oh, super good. I love it. Taurus, this is in your 8th house. Eighth house is a couple of things. It's joint finances. So breakthroughs around business partners or way you and your partner share your money, those kinds of things. How to increase your investment portfolio. I don't even know about stuff like that, but you get what I'm saying. The other thing though, Taurus, eighth house is also about trauma and fear. So really going deep and getting to the root cause of the traumas that hold you back, the fears that hold you back, and bringing them out to release them. Super, super important time for you. And then Gemini, this is your seventh house of partnership. So something is going to reach some kind of culmination. You may finally meet that person that you've been looking for. If you're in a partnership, you may decide to take it to a new level. You might be ready to, take some next step in how the relationship works. Honestly, if you're in a relationship that's not working, this is a great time. And I know I'm going to say this in a weird way, but I want you to know I talk to a lot of people who need to end a relationship and endings are hard and they don't know how. If that's you, this is a really good time, culmination, right? So let the moon shine the light on the strategy, the words, the emotional stability that you need to be able to say what you need to say and end a relationship that's meant to be ended. If you're not about love and love relationships at this point in your life, this could also have to do with business partners and any other one-on-one, truly significant relationship that could be transformed at this time. All right, Cancer. This is in your sixth house of physical health. Now, it's also our day-to-day work routines, but one of the meanings of the moon in astrology is our body. So physical health and this being a full moon, I really think this is going to be physical health for you. And so this is a time to set the goals. What's been holding you back health wise? Are you not feeling inspired? You don't like dealing with those issues. Maybe you have some difficult challenges you're facing. This is a time to get centered, to really see clearly what you need to do. Look at the big picture, Sagittarius. You'll be able to adjust your thinking so that it's not so much about, oh my gosh, I hate working out, I hate dieting, I hate this, I hate that, right? It won't be like that. It's like, what do I want to look like? What do I want to feel like? What does vibrant health mean to me? And then clear up what needs to be cleared up, set your intentions. This is going to be really, really big. All right, Leo, this is in your fifth house of creativity, sex, leisure activities, and also children. But in this case, I think we're talking a lot about creativity. Now, let me remind you that when I'm bringing up creativity, I am bringing up literal creativity, like so you artists, actors, writers, content creators, all of you people, I am talking about literal creativity, but I am also talking about living creatively, right? Living so that we're in the flow with the universe, the creative energy of the universe, and we bring that desire to make the world a better place. It's sort of like to co-create the world that we live in. All right, so what are your visions? What inspires you? That's a big one right now. What is your inspiration? What do you want to manifest in the world? That's what creativity is, you guys. It's like co-creator of the universe, right? What do you want to create in the world? What do you want to bring into being? That might be a painting or a novel or a screenplay or whatever it is, but it could also be a more just universe, a more loving community. What is your vision? What will you leave as your legacy in a way? Because before it becomes your legacy, you've got to envision it. That's creative energy, and you've got to manifest it. This is a good time to get deep, get psychic, do all of that stuff, and really look big picture. I love that. Oh my gosh, I could talk for a long time about that. Virgo, this is hitting in your fourth house of home and family. That's what's being illuminated right now. Any decisions that you need to make around where you live, how you live, with whom you live, all of those kinds of things. This is about your roots and, just where you belong in the world and how you want that home space, that foundational space to feel. What do you need so that you feel stable, so that your family feels stable? This is just a really good time to come to the nest and really consider, what are your goals in this space? It's deep here because so many people, well, maybe your home is just for you, but it can be that plenty of other people are involved. Remember, family is also our parents, our grandparents, all of that. So it is possible that you'll be wanting to really kind of bond with family, renegotiate those relationships in some way, and maybe even do some ancestor spirit work. A lot of people don't read fourth house that way, but in this blue moon, I do. All right, Libra, this is in your third house of communication and local community. So this is really about breakthroughs in how you're participating in whatever you define as community. But this is your local space. How do you want to be involved in that space? For those of you who don't resonate with that idea, then it's about communication. How do you want to communicate? With whom? What's your message? Is it too small right now? Do you want to actually go deep and really see what's holding me back? What words haven't I spoken? What thing haven't I written? What webinar haven't I created? Because third house also has a lot to do with education. Okay. So this is like, what is holding you back from really effectively communicating in your world, whether that's in writing, speaking, through social media, digitally, whatever that is? How do you become more authentic and more true? I love all of these. I'm going to just keep saying I love that because I do. Because I do. Yes, that's it. Scorpio, this is your second house of money. So this is really about, what do you value? I know that's weird because I just said it's money. It's your money. It's your possessions. It's all of that, like your net worth. What are your goals and why? This is another thing I'll tell you. In my work with clients, there's things come in waves. And right now, there are a whole lot of people coming to me who really, really want money. Some want money because they come from lack and they need money to just be more stable. Some want money because they want a grand and luxurious life. It doesn't matter, and I'm not judging any of that, but this is a time to really go into your intuitive wisdom, your spiritual intuitive wisdom, and say, what do I really want? And what am I willing to do to get it? Some people believe that they want X number of dollars because that's a good number. Other people have that much money or whatever. It seems like it's going to fix life's problems. And sometimes it does. But get clear. What do you really want? Because remember, there's usually an energy trade, right? Work out, money in, and, whatever kind of thing. Get clear on that and think big picture. Don't think, can I get rich or can I get X number of dollars by next Thursday? I mean, that's a fine thing to do too, but that's not what this blue moon in Sag is about. This is like, look out long term and say, how much money do I want in the bank? Why do I want it? Do I really? Or did I just somehow fall into some kind of thinking because society says you have to live like this and have this? What do I really want? And then when you're super clear, what do I need to do to get it? This is money intention setting time, right? All right. Sagittarius, what can I say? This is your first house. This is you. This is you. How do you want to present yourself? What are your goals? What are your long-term goals for you? Right? This is anything and everything. Who do I want to be in the world? How do I want to show up? How do I want people to see me? What's my own, how do I see me? You got to start there, right? You got to start with how you see yourself, how you love yourself. That's where it all starts. And this is your blue moon. Go deep, feel your intuition, feel on the inside. Who are you? What parts haven't come out to shine yet? What shame, guilt, trauma, all of those things live inside there that are, dimming your light? It's time to bring those up and release them. That's what this magical moon will help you do so that you can shine like Lady Luna. Yeah? Ugh, I love it. All right, Capricorn, this is your 12th house. This is rest, retreat, alone time, right? Are you getting enough time? Capricorn, y'all are serious, busy, goal-oriented people. When was the last time you just didn't do all of that stuff? When was the last time you said, I'm just going to do a vacation and I'm leaving the phone on airplane mode and I'm just going to take time, me with me, to be centered and recharged, right? This is good time for that. This is meditation time, yoga. This is also time, if you have mental health issues that you've been working on, to really go deep into those. And always when you're doing that, if you need to be doing that with your therapist, your psychiatrist, your spiritual healer, whatever it is, get the help you need if you need it as you do that deep dive into those subconscious realms where maybe some of the mental health healing you've been trying to accomplish has been kind of stuck. This is a good time to go deep and get clear and release things. But for most of you, this is just going to be also Capricorn, 12th house. Get ready to hear messages from the universe through your dreams. So anything that you get through dream space, pay attention. This is going to be a really important time for dream information. All right, Aquarius, this is beautiful. This is your 11th house. This is your tribe, your friends, your group identity. This is a time when you may find yourself really looking with your intuitive heart at the people around you and the groups you belong to and all of that, and really deepening the connections with the people who are your true tribe, and maybe deciding it's time to release some of the people that, used to fit, but you've gone in different directions or whatever. This is a good time to see that. And it's a good time to release the relationships that just don't quite fit anymore. And that's true of any kind of group identity. So things like, you've been a member of whatever professional organization or whatever it is, and you've just outgrown it and you just stay a member because you've always been a member or whatever. This is a good time to really look at look out to the future and go, who are my people that when I work with them, when I hang out with them, when we're supporting each other, that it's really part of that long-term dream where these people and these groups fit my big picture. This is going to be a time to deepen those relationships and also a time of releasing the ones that don't fit. Okay. And finally, Pisces, this is career. And if you're not a working person, if you're retired or pre-career or whatever, people always ask me this. If you're like a stay-at-home mom, that's your career. Okay, so that's you too. But some people, aren't old enough for careers yet, or they've already finished theirs. Then we're talking about your public persona, your public reputation for those of you. But for many, many people, this is career. And so this is a time when something you've been working on, something big, might actually materialize, where it might come to fruition and completion. But it's also, and this is the bigger thing that interests me more with this blue moon, it's a time when you can really just get in touch with your inner self, your inner voice, your soul, whatever you want to call it, and consider, is this job aligned with your true purpose? If not, what does it mean? Do you need to completely go train to do something else? Do you need to quit today and go do a different thing? Do you need to go to school and maybe get retrained? Do you need to put in some proposals so that you can work on different kinds of projects? Whatever it is in your career area, this is a time for you to really say, when I look into the future, I don't want to do what I'm doing exactly today. Here's how I want it to change. Here's my vision. Here's my goal. And so now I see, in the light of the full moon, what I need to do to get more on track and more aligned and move toward that public persona, that career position, whatever it is that I really want to do that's more aligned with me. Does that make sense? So this is both a time that all of us are going to be in whatever areas of our lives. We will probably be releasing some stuff, but we will also be getting spiritual soul, deep inner knowing about how to move forward. And we'll be setting those intentions so that we can shine more brightly. This is a brilliant time. I wanted to get to you with this one ahead of it, and I wanted to give you some time. Try journaling, try meditating, talk to your friends, talk to your advisors, whoever it is you talk to, and really what do I want? How do I want to best work with the energy of this really beautiful full moon? All right, that's what I got. I hope that it's helpful. Again, thank you all for being here. If you haven't left a review in a while on the podcast app, please do. Share the podcast. We are 2 podcasts away from the 100th episode, and I am just so amazed to be here. So thank you all, and you know how it goes. Go out and seize the energies of the stars. This is my wish for you always, and I will see you later this week. Bye.